old acquaintance be forgot?
Hi, and welcome back to Just Another Stitch. For those who don't know me, my name is Connie, and if you're new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. And if you are new, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know how you found out about my channel, and let me know a little bit about yourself so I can start to get to know you better. So how are all of my Yarny friends doing today? I hope y'all are all having an amazing day. So on today's video, I will be sharing 45 free crochet blanket patterns. So if you are a blanket lover and you love to make blankets, this video is for you. All right, so y'all ready to get started looking at these fabulous blanket patterns? Let's do this. All right, so the first blanket, this is one that was recently discussed on the last live that I did. It's the Baby Sea Turtle Blanket Throw by Mandy Husa. And a lot of people were asking about this blanket. So I put this blanket pattern on this video so that y'all know where to find the pattern at. But this is a blanket. It's very popular. I actually made this blanket, and it's one of my few blankets that I completed. Blankets are my kryptonite, but I do have a goal for 2025. I am going to work on a Mandela blanket pattern, and I'll probably do 1 or 2 rows a week, and I will have it finished by the end of 2025. That is one of my goals. But anyway, this is a beautiful blanket. And what I did when I made mine, I added extra appliques to mine with different sea animals. I had fun making this blanket. So that is pattern number 1. 44 more patterns to go. All right, the next one is called First Sunrise by Baba Blanket. This is a beautiful, I love the colors, the colorway that they did on this one. But you can use whatever colorway you want to use. But isn't that a beautiful blanket? And I want to know which blankets that I share on today's video are your favorite. Have you made any of these blankets? Are you now adding them to your to-do list? I want to know. Let me know. All right, this is Study of Texture Afghan by Michael Selleck, which is Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. He has a lot of beautiful blanket patterns. I love the texture on this one. And I love textured stitches. Let me know if you love the textured stitches too. That is gorgeous. All right. Next up, this is Pink Gingham Blanket by Tiffany Brown. And I love plaid. So I think this is beautiful. I think this one may be a baby blanket. Let me see. No, it looks like it's a regular size blanket, but it's a pattern you can easily adapt. Well, actually, it does say baby blanket here. But anyway, it's easy to adapt regardless of what size. So you can make a baby blanket. You can make a bigger blanket with this pattern. It won't take much to adjust this pattern, but it's beautiful. All right, next up is the Virus Blanket by Jana Martinez. And I love the virus stitch. I myself have made a virus shawl, and I've made some of Bag O' Days patterns where she used the virus stitch with different variations. And I also made Fiber Spiders Granny Forest shawl. And I think that's such a beautiful stitch. And it makes a beautiful blanket too. All right, next up, we still have a long way to go. This is Moss Stitch in a Square Blanket by Sarah Zimmerman. And she has a website. It's called Repeat After Me. She has a lot of wonderful patterns. So look at how beautiful. And I like the touch of the tassels. I love tassels. I love Friends. Let me know if you're a tassel and Friends lover. All right, next up. This is Hugs and Kisses Baby Blanket by Jeannie Steinhuber. And look how beautiful. Again, lots of beautiful texture on this blanket. I love how this looks. And you can do this in any colorway. Granted, I love that first colorway. The pink and gray. I love that. Beautiful. That's a pretty colorway too. The blues. I like that one. And I always like seeing patterns done in different colorways because the same pattern can look completely different just based on the colorway you choose. All right, next we have Building Blocks Afghan by Crochet Me Lovely. And look at how beautiful. And you can have fun with the colorways on this one. Very, very pretty blanket. And all the links that I'm sharing on today's video, all the pattern links are in the description box of today's video. They're all free patterns. All right, this is Favorite Tulip Blanket by, I guess it's Mushy. But look at how pretty that is. That is gorgeous. And it's a very beautiful stitch. Very pretty. All right, next up. This is Rose Floss. I'm sorry. I'm having trouble pronouncing my words today. I'm getting tongue-tied. Rose Frost Blanket by Heather Hamlin. And look at that beautiful texture. And I'm a pink lover, so I love the colorway. Very pretty. And one thing I'm going to be working on in 2025, I'm going to try to do pattern sharing videos once a week. So if you have any requests for patterns that you want to see me share, let me know in the comments, or you can send me an email at justanotherstitch2020@gmail.com. This is Victoria's GS Rectangle Blanket by Donna Martinez. Another one beautiful. I love this colorway. And just look at it. Gorgeous. And I wish blankets weren't my kryptonite because there's so many beautiful ones that it's like I want to make them, but I'm horrible about my blankets turning into UFOs. All right, I'm going to put my email up for y'all. So if you have requests for pattern sharing videos, things you want to see me share patterns, send me an email here. That's my email. All right. Let's move on to the next pattern. This is the Tobin Throw by Megan Balmer. And look at how gorgeous. And I love that black and white effect. I love that. And I'm trying to figure out what stitch this is. I can't tell. If you know what stitch it is, let me know in the comments. Ooh, and I love how they did the print. Ooh, I may have to do that on one of my mates. I love that. That is beautiful. And again, you can do that in different colorways too. All right, next up. This is Inspired by Friendship by Jeannie Steinhilber. And look at that texture. Beautiful, beautiful. And again, you can have so much fun with the different colorways on this pattern. All right, what's next? This is Dream Maker Afghan by Crochet Me Lovely. Beautiful pattern. I am curious what stitch this is. It is beautiful. It looks kind of granny-ish. But it's not quite. It may be a variation. If y'all know the stitch, let me know. But isn't that gorgeous? All right, next. Let's see what's next. This is Lucky Break Afghan by Crochet Me Lovely. And Crochet Me Lovely has a lot of beautiful crochet patterns. Sorry about that. My ring light just fell over. All right. But just look at that beautiful stitch. And you can have fun with the colorway on that. All right, next up. This is a granny chevron blanket by Crochet Me Lovely. And I love this variation to the chevron stitch. I think it's neat. And I love to see variations to stitches. I've been on a kick lately trying to learn these stitches. I've been getting stitch books. It's fun to play with stitches. All right, next up. All right, this one is a plaid blanket pattern by Red Horse Design Team. And y'all know I love me some plaid. And this one has a different, like it's not quite the standard plaid look, but it is gorgeous. I really like that. And this is something you can have so much fun with the different colorways. And if y'all make any of these blanket patterns, be sure to send me a picture. I would love to see it. And I can also share it in my Just Another Thing That Brings Us Joy video. All right, this is 6-Day Beach House Blanket. And look at that texture. Ooh. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And really, all these blankets, you have so many options with the colorway. Okay, here's a better up-close picture where you can really see those stitches better. All right, next we have the Kensington Throw by Megan Balmer. And look at how pretty. Very pretty. And like I said, I want to know your favorite blankets that I shared from today's video. All right, let's move on to the next blanket. This is a boardwalk blanket by Rich Textures Crochet. And she has a YouTube channel. I love her channel. Um, she has a lot of beautiful textured stitch tutorials. She has some beautiful patterns. But look at how gorgeous. Very, very gorgeous. All right. There's still more. This is the Hug and Kisses blanket by Crochet Dreams. And look at how pretty. Very texture. Very much the texture. It's gorgeous. All right. Next, this is called Braided Blanket by Amy Lemon. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. There's not really much for picture, but this is what they do have. It looks kind of like the braided puff stitch, which is a beautiful, gorgeous stitch. And they do have a link for a video tutorial. So this one does have a video tutorial. I wish there was better pictures of the blanket. But if you go to the video tutorial, I'm sure you'll see what the blanket looks like better. All right, next up is Candy Twist Blanket by Crochet Dreams. And look at how gorgeous. Very pretty. And another thing too, with some of these designers, you can go down a rabbit hole and look at what other patterns they have in their Ravelry store, and you might find some other patterns you like. All right, this is Colorful Chevron Blanket by Divine Debris. And look at how pretty. And do you love the chevron stitch? And there's so many different variations to the chevron. It's a very pretty stitch. Let's face it, there's a lot of pretty crochet stitches. All right, next up, we have Port of Gold Afghan. This is by Crochet Me Lovely. And it looks like they have a puff bead stitch, which is another beautiful stitch. I love the puff stitch. I know a lot of y'all don't care for the puff because it's a yarn eater. But I love the look. I love the variations to the puff stitch. And even though it is a yarn eater, I think it's worth it. All right. Let's move on. All right, next up is Coffee Shop Row by Heather Hamlin. And look at how pretty. And this is another one. The color combinations are endless. All right. Next up is Halo Blaze Afghan. And this is by Crochet Me Lovely again. And look at how pretty that stitch is. And I see some V stitches. So pretty. All right, next up This is Birch Fleece Blanket. This one's by Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. And some of these he may have a video tutorial on. Like I said, he has a lot of amazing blanket patterns. And he has a lot of tutorials on his channel. All right, next up is Kitty Cat Afghan by Crochet Me Lovely. And if you look at this stitch, it looks like a kitty. Isn't that gorgeous? Very pretty stitch. All right, next up. I told you I have a lot of patterns I'm sharing. All right, this is Scrapsumptuous Blanket. I'm having trouble saying that. That's a wordful by Jonita Theron. And look how beautiful. See, I love these type of blankets where they change up the stitches. And I love how the center of the mandala. I love that look. All right, next up, we have Chevron Blanket by Treasury Patterns. Nice, pretty chevron. And so many options for colorways here. Okay. Then we have the Zigzag Cuff Stitch Blanket by Your Inspirations Design Studio. And look at how beautiful. And y'all know I love the puff stitch. All right, next up, we have the Colored Glass Row by Amy Gunderson. And I love the look of this. And I love this colorway too. Very beautiful. All right, next up, this is a rectangle granny blanket by Treasury Patterns. And the granny stitch is one of my favorite stitches. It's like it's this classic stitch. And I've always thought it was beautiful. And it was one of the first stitches I wanted to learn how to make when I learned how to crochet. All right, next up, this is the Ridge Round Ripple Blanket by Hooked by Robin. And look at how beautiful. And I believe she has a YouTube channel. I know there's a Robin that has a YouTube channel. I think this is the same Robin. But look at how beautiful. All right, next up, this is Tea Time Afghan by Crochet Me Lovely. Crochet Me Lovely has a lot of crochet patterns for blankets. All right. Next up, this is Citrus Splash Afghan, again by Crochet Me Lovely. And look at how nice. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. And really, there's so many blanket patterns out there. I could probably do a part 2 for blanket patterns. Let me know if y'all want a part 2. Let me know in the comments. This is Virtue by Helen Scripton. This one's gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. And she has a website too. And we were talking about this on my last live. Her website is called crystallandcrochet.com. Now, you do have to sign up for her website. It's totally free, and you have to verify your email. And then after that, you have access. And there's free patterns on her website. There's also some patterns that you would have to pay for. All right, next up, this is New Filled Circle Afghan, and it's by Teresa. I do not know how to say her last name, but look at how pretty. All right, next up, I think we have 6 more. This is a Mandela Afghan, and it's by the same designer, Teresa. I do not know how to say that last name. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me go to project. That way you can see some other pictures. See, here's one. Here's another one. And that's one thing. If you don't know, on Ravelry, if you go to the project tab, you'll see a number. That's how many pictures are posted. You can see other colorways that other people did for that pattern. I like going there. All right, next up is Liliana by Hooked on Sunshine. Look at this beautiful texture. Very beautiful. I love these type of blankets where the stitches change up. And they always have such a beautiful colorway. I love this colorway. All right. Next is the Lotus Flower Blanket by Hooked by Robin. And one thing I want to point out, some patterns that I'm sharing, they're all free patterns, but some of them have a paid-for version too that you would have to pay for. And the difference is the paid-for version does not have ads. The free version does. If you want the paid-for version, you would click Buy It Now. That would be the paid-for version with no ads. If you want the free version, you click Visit Pattern Website, and that takes you to the free version. And you will have ads on the free version. That was something that when I first started using Ravelry, I would be like, where's the free version? I can't find it. It took me a while to figure that out. So I try to share that information as often as I can, because I'm sure I'm not the only one. Look at this beautiful colorway, beautiful pattern. If you like the rainbow colorway, here's a black and white. Very beautiful. And when I go down these rabbit holes, it's hard to get out. I just want to keep looking at patterns. All right, we have 3 more patterns. Yes, 3. This is Cosmic Crochet Along by Helen Scripton. And look at how pretty. She has a lot of beautiful blanket patterns. Especially if you like that Mandela look, which I love. All right. Next up, this is Spoke Flower Blanket by the Crochet Set. And look at how pretty. And this is one you could have so much fun with the colorway. Just look at that. All right, and now we're going to the final blanket pattern for today's video. This one is called Pixie Shells by Baba Blanket. And look how beautiful. I love the texture. And this is a beautiful colorway. And that, my friends, is the crochet patterns I'm sharing today. And I hope y'all enjoyed all these patterns. Like I said, all the links are in the description box. And let me know if y'all want a part 2. All right, so now it is time to leave the keyword for the Ho 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 giveaway. I will be picking 5 people randomly, and each person will get 5 extra entries into the Ho 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 giveaway. So 5 people each will get 5 extra entries. And the keyword is, I should have prepared myself. Let's see. What can I use for the keyword? What's a word I haven't used? Let's see. We're going to do freezing. Freezing will be the keyword. So put freezing in your comments for a chance to get 5 extra entries into the Ho 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 giveaway. And I will be picking 5 people randomly. So good luck. So I hope everyone is having a fabulous Yarny day. Be the light. And always remember to be the best worthy you that you can be. Be cool, be kind, and it's dance party time. Come on, everybody. Let's ooh la la. Let's ooh la la. And let's shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. And we can raise the new year because it's almost 2025. All right. Bye, everyone.